प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैत अमृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्देशिनीं वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचार्णूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Now, in the 21st sloka of the Gita, in the 5th chapter, 21st sloka, we find that Brahma sparsha asakta, Baiha sparsha asakta atma bindat atmani yat sukham sa Brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam asnuti. Now, it's very clearly it mentions the goal and the result of after reaching the goal, whole of Vedanta. Now we talk about the Vedanta within just small one or two words we can say in the Bhagavad Gita in the 21st the sloka of the 5th chapter. It says Baiha sparsha asakt atma. Atma here the soul. Whose soul? The individual, so-called Jivatma. When it is completely detached from the external objects, then what happens? Baiha sparsha ashakt atma bindati atmani yat sukham sa, that Brahma yoga yuktatma. He is the Brahma yoga yuktatma. He is with the Brahman. He has realized Brahman. What happens? Sukham akshayam asnuti. That is the goal. That is the result. After realizing Brahman, what will happen? Most of the people, majority of the people in our religious, the concept is, after the realization of God, the basic people, they think we will get lot of power, supernatural power. So there will be no the ailments in the body, and whatever I want I can do, all this natural. This is basically very lower grade spiritual aspirants, they are thinking in that way. This is the first. Second, they think they will go to heaven. What is the goal of the spiritual life? Going to heaven. And what will happen in the heaven? Joy, happiness, etc., etc. There is a conception. And the heaven conceptions are also different. A different type of religion, they are having different conceptions. And third, they say, we will go to God. And fourth, they say, that is the highest, we are going to merge with the Brahman. Who is the Brahman? Consciousness. And what will happen? I will become Brahman myself. Okay, if I become Brahman myself, what I am going to get? Akshayam, that is never ever be get any changes. Akshaya, no change. What? Sukham. Sukham means the bliss, eternal. So there is Sukham Akshayam Asnuti. That is Brahma. Now, usually here in this class, this is the basic, we are going on reading the sloka and a little bit of breaking the words and understanding the meaning of the words, running meaning. And then next, after completing this, if you are interested, then the advanced students, we will study the Gita in a more advanced way. There the philosophy will come, and the philosophy will find that the Shankara philosophy, that is completely Kevala Advaita, no other conception except the Brahman. Just to give a hint, I can say, now the Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, the one whose soul has merged in Brahman. Brahma Yoga, Yoga means union, Yukta attached to the Atma. So Atma and Brahman, two words have been used. What is the Atman? Me, you, Jivatmas. And what is that Brahman? They say Paramatma, sum total of all the Atmas. A conception, sum total of all the Atmans are the Paramatma and individual Atma. So we can understand. But Panchadashi, the Vedantic book, I am going to start one series of lectures on the fragrance of Vedanta in Hindu temple Lemont from tomorrow morning, every Saturday, every Saturday of every month, first Saturday of every month. There I like to give the idea of the Vedantic conceptions. Panchadashi is a famous book on Vedanta, and what it says, Aditya. Now first word, Aditya, there is no two. Brahma Tattve, in the conception of the Brahman, Shapnoyam Akhilam Jagat. Akhilam Jagat, anything that is there, it is Shapna. It's just like a dream. As we see in the dream, and when we get up, we say, oh, that was a dream. It is a good or bad, whatever it may be. If it is a good, we could continue the dream I was enjoying. And if it is a bad, it is good that I am not now in the dream. So that just sapna. In reality, I am free. No effect is there. So sapno bhat akhilam jagat. All the whole, the universe is nothing but swapna. And then they are stressing Isha, that means the God's conception of God, Jiva, the conception of individual self, Rupena, the varieties of the forms that we see, Chetana, Achetanatmakam, Chetana, conscious, unconscious, sentient, insentient, everything is nothing but Shapnavat. That is Shankara's Advaita, ultimate Advaita. As because people don't understand, so it comes down, and in the pure Brahman conception, there is no place of bhakti. Whom you are going to worship, to whom you are going to pray. That is the people all jump, we'll study Vedanta, but it's really, really very, very difficult. And intellectual conception is okay, and intelligent people, to some extent, they get joy in thinking that, but what about the practices? If you are a sincere person, only you just like to know, study, have some idea, okay. But if you are really trying to realize that yourself, practices, you have to practice that, you have to reach over there. Then sometime when you ask the children, what do you like to be when you grow up? I like to be a doctor. Well, good. But what about the practice? You have to study very hard. You have to study particular subjects and so long, so much. So this is also same way. There is no bhakti at all. No question of devotion. And work that we talk about, and without work we cannot stay. It's only it may help you to purify your mind. And here the work means performing the yajnas, performing the other things, helping the people. All those works may help to clean your mind. Only the path, that is knowledge, and nothing else. What is that knowledge? Brahma San, Brahma Abhaiti. Brahma San, Brahma Abhaiti. Except Brahman, nothing is there. I am also Brahman. Swami Vivekananda also, this is a Jnana path. And he said, being and becoming, you have to become like that. Sri Ramakrishna gave the hint, but he, instead of using the Brahman, he said Ishwar. The God realization is the goal of every human being. Why the goal? Because we are all going towards the joy. All through our life, a baby is crying. Why? Maybe that the baby is not on the lap of the mother. The baby wants mother. So the joy, each and everything. Food we are eating for joy. Different places we are visiting for joy. Different things we are doing for joy. If you look, we do each and everything only one goal. That is the joy, the ananda. And if you say, if you go over there, you will be punished, who will go? Nobody will go. So obviously, it is because of the joy. That is the ananda. And it says, the ananda is in Brahman only. You have to realize that Brahman. On this point, we find the Bhagavad Gita is bringing down the whole thing for us. That's why Bhagavad Gita is so popular. Bhagavad Gita is teaching the Vedanta only. It's a summum bonum of the whole Vedanta. But it gives according to the test. And then slowly takes to the ultimate. So this Bhagavad Gita, we find, Gita says no. Through the path of jnana, through the path of bhakti, through the path of karma, and also dhyana, all the four paths leading to the same goal. Swami Vivekananda, when he has composed a poem about Sri Ramakrishna, his guru, he has used a wonderful word. Nirguna gunamay. Nirguna, one who is not having any qualities. Here the nirguna quality means sattva, raja, tama. So he is completely free from sattva, raja and tama. When you see a man manifesting swatta guna, he is very kind, very helpful, very decent, you all praise him. Oh, this is very good person. Why? A little quality only. That is also guna. But in an adverse situation, the same person may behave differently. So he will immediately come down. It may change. We do not know. And tamaguna, who is cheating others, killing others, creating problem for others, only for his own benefit he is leaving tamaguna. In that tamaguna, suddenly a change may come. And he will also become sattva guna. So it may change guna. But the God is beyond those three. So if you say God is full of good qualities, you have to accept God is having the bad qualities also. So the moment you say this man is very good, and at the same time, light means darkness. If you don't have the conception of darkness, you cannot think of light. And if you don't have the conception of light, it is only darkness. When the people show you like this, you won't. So we will be observing, this is the year from the September, coming September, 125th year of that famous Parliament of Religion that happened over here in Chicago, 1893. There, Swami Vivekananda, he told a story, basically for the children, that story. And he said there are two frogs, one in the frog in the well and frog from the ocean. Ocean is the vast, and the frog in the well was not ready to accept it at all. And ultimately he drove out that frog from the sea. So similarly, the Nirguna Gunamaya, that means he is coming from the ocean, very vast. We cannot understand that. So we doubt him. No, he cannot be. So doubted Jesus Christ. They killed Jesus Christ. Why? Because of that. They doubted Bhagavan Buddha. He was speaking about non-violence, but these people wanted to kill him. So this always goes because there will be people who live in the well. Their idea is very small. They are not ready to accept others. So slowly, Bhagavad Gita helping them to understand that greatness through karma. And in the 5th chapter, last 3 slokas, like the 26, 27 and 28, there we find he is giving the hint about the yoga. Kama, krodha, bijuktatma, yatinam yatachetasam, abhito brahmanirvanam, vartate viditatmanam. Kama and krodha. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna samudbhava, mahashana, mahapatma. Viddinna iha bairinam. So Krishna, he is advising Arjuna, it is the kama and krodha. They go together. Where there is a desire, kama, there will be at the back of that krodha, for sure. And the moment I am having some desire, if it is not fulfilled, krodha, anger will come. Depression will come if you cannot even express the krodha, depression. So modern people are suffering in the depression because of this. So they cannot express the krodha even. And sometimes some people, they purchase a gun and go and they start shooting. And of course, for some time they become famous. Their pictures come in the newspaper, and then either they are killed by police or they will be in the jail. Recently one lady, he went and started shooting, and what happened to you? Why shooting? Because I have sent some informations, they have not acknowledged it. So I am shooting. Why? Karma. What is that karma? I have sent some information, some stories you should publish, acknowledge, give me money. You have not done it. So I am angry. The karma, desire, my story should be published. It was not fulfilled, krodha. And for the krodha, what she did, she practiced the gun, how to, you cannot just simply purchase a gun and then shoot. It is not possible. You have to take the training. She took the training. So many things she did. So why krodha? And she expressed the krodha. And if most of the people, they cannot express in that way, they go in the depression. That is the whole thing. So religion helps us. How? Understanding the thing. If I have the desire, these are the effects. So I have to minimize my desire. How? Through meditation. And what is the meditation? This last 3 sloka of the Panchama Adhyaya is giving the hint. Kama, krodha, bijukta. Bijukta means detached. As maximum possible, withdraw your mind from the kama, and there will be no krodha. Sparshan kritva bahir vahyam chakshu abhantare bhruvoho prana apano samo kritva nasa abhyantara charino. Now here it goes on giving how slowly people should try to meditate. First is you have to control the breathing. That breathing when you are controlling, so then what will happen? Nasa abhyantara charino. That you have to control the whole breathing slowly, then only it is possible. So it says, Yatendriya Manobuddhi Muni Mokshaparayanaha Vigatecha Vaya Krodha Yah Sada Mukta Ebasa. Bhaya and Krodha, Vigata. Vigata means it has gone. What? Bhaya. What is the bhaya? If I have achieved something, I must maintain that. And always fear that I am going to lose it. Those who are singers, they are very careful about their voices. Why? If I lose the voice, then what will happen? So if you go and shout to them, they won't shout back because they are careful about their voice. They will fight with you, but in a mild way. So I don't know, I'm just joking. So like that, this is also whatever. And the actor, actresses, particularly in our country, if you are not good looking, you are not chosen. So they are very careful about their beauty. So this way, some people who are writing, some people who are the leaders, and some of the leaders, somehow they will try to stay as long as his life. So whole life he should be there. All this goes why? Fear of losing. The moment I lose, what will happen to me? So it says, if you are away from that, yatendriya mano buddhi, indriyas, all your senses, you are controlling. And mana, mind, buddhi, intellect. So what is spiritual life actually? Going to the temple, going to the church, going to the mosque, wearing, putting on different type of marks as a religious person. Some people are hanging the cross, some people are hanging something else, Omkara, these, that. No, actually these three things only. The whole religious life is nothing but these three things. Yata indriya, controlling the senses, mano, mind, and buddhi, intellect. Intellect should understand what is going on, what is going to happen. So that intellect if I am having, I am very peaceful. So this is all. Now in the 6th chapter, and in 6th chapter we have already studied, it's called Dhyana Yoga. Hint has already been given in the 5th chapter. Now in the 6th chapter it is meditation. What type of meditation? Now let us chant the 5 slokas fast. We have already discussed, but we will just also touch those. Anasrita karma phalam. Actually, do you remember how to start a chapter? It is written there. Atha shashta dhyayaha. Shashta means 6. Atha, now. Shashta, 6. Adhyaya, we are beginning. Atha shashta adhyayaha. Dhyana yoga. That is the chapter. Then begins with Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Anasrita karma phalam. Karyam karma karoti yaha. Sasanyasi cha yogi cha. Na niragninna chakriyaha. Na niragni. Sannyasi, they never touch the fire, That's called niragni. Ni, negative. No. Agni, the sannyasi will never, that's why I don't cook. I am not and I am lucky by the blessings of Mother The devotees will bring food, and so I enjoy. And only thing that I do, I give the result that this is not good, that is bad, etc. So that way, but niragni, sannyasis usually you will see that they will go, brahmacharis, they will never accept the cooked food. They will only take the raw, the ingredients, and then they themselves will cook. Swapaka bhojana. That is the instruction. You have to cook yourself and bhojana. Sapaka bhojana also not different type of things. In one thing you have to mix everything. So in the rice perhaps you have. In the rice you have to put everything, sapaka bhojana. But the sannyasi, they take anything that you offer. And they will go and stand before a house and say, Bhagavati bhiksham dehi. The mother, please give me some food. And then they will receive the food and go. 5 houses they will visit, maximum. If they get the food from one house, they should not accept. So someone will come, please sit over here, and the sumptuous food, you won't, should not. They will go, only little they will take, so that it is not the heavy burden for the particular person. Then the next like that, 3, 4, maximum 5. Suppose he doesn't get anything from the 5, then that day is a fasting for him. He is not supposed to eat. So that these are the systems, so that your mind is controlled, senses are controlled. So the 5. But we are Paramahamsa sannyasi. The Paramahamsa sannyasis are for the betterment of others. So they do not only retire and meditate and they think about the God for themselves. The Paramahamsa, that's why Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Is the Paramahamsa sannyasis, so they do not carry any marks. Otherwise the Dasanami Sampradaya sannyasis, they will carry some marks. The majority of the people, they will carry the danda. And with the danda, you are not allowed to enter into the plane. So they will say, what is it? And you cannot go like that. And danda you cannot keep on the floor. You have to go on constantly. And just imagine that Dasanami Sampradaya sannyasis, 10 of them, they are sitting with the danda and keeping on their, what will happen? So no Yarustri will come to them to something. So that will be, that's why Paramahamsa sannyasis, they go, they break the danda, the stick that the Guru they gives, and they give it to the Ganga that flows. They take only the oath, and they were a very higher type because they are very advanced type of people. They know how to control the mind. That's called Paramahamsa. They are supposed to live in a high moral values, following the high moral values, Paramahamsa sannyasi. They can go for begging and they can eat from anywhere, anything. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself is asking his disciple, go and bring a glass of water from that. There's the restaurant, and that was run by the British, and the cooks were Muslim, and he is a devout Hindu Brahmin, and he is asking in the daytime in Calcutta, go and bring a glass of water from them. Only see that it is properly clean, the glass. That's called Paramahamsa sannyasi. Sometimes people, they don't understand. This anasrita karma phalam, and these sannyasis are constantly working. And anasrita, they do not hanker for the result. Karyam karma karoti ya, he is going on doing the work. Sa sannyasi yogi. So both. He is constantly attached with God. Why? I am working for God. I am constantly attached with God. So yogi. And sannyasi giving up the result. So sannyasi. San means tyaga, giving up. So sannyasi, yogi, niragni. Niragni, another word for the sannyasi. Yam sannyasamiti prahu yogam tam viddhi pandava nahasam nasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. See, when Swami Vivekananda was introducing work for the monks, even his Guru Bhais, his brother disciples, the direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, they were thinking about the traditional way of the Hindu sannyasis, never bound by work. And they say, the chalti sadhur bahata pani, as the water flows, similarly the monks should also go on moving. Not more than 3 days they should stay in one place, like that. Swamiji told, no, we have to start one organization and we will have the rules and regulations, so many things. It's a real history. If you read the history of the Ramakrishna Morton mission, it's so interesting. How one man, Vivekananda, he is in one side he is expressing Vedanta, the pure Vedanta in a very modern way, and the best contribution of Swami Vivekananda are the 4 yogas: karma, jnana, dhyana and bhakti. On the September, we are inviting 4 Swamis. They will be giving the talk on the Vedanta in America, and how these 4 yogas effective in the life. In the Ganges we will have, etc. You will receive all the details information. So this Swami Vivekananda introduced Yam sanyasamiti prahu yogam tam viddhi pandava na hasam nasta sankalpa yogi bhavati kaschana. One who is having any desire cannot be a yogi, completely free from desire. So many people, they say, teach us meditation, they actually hint the control of the little mind, that's all. And when they try to do that, they go into sleep and they're so happy. And they'll be patting their own back and say, I am in deep meditation. Swamiji, I sat over there and I enjoyed the meditation. How? Seeing the dreams. So many dreams I saw in meditation. That means he was sleeping. So like that it goes, but this is the way. But here it says, hasam nasta sankalpa. Who is a yogi? No desire at all. So it is not so easy to become a yogi. Third, aruruksha munir yogam karma karanamuchyate yugarudasya tasvaiva shama karanamuchyate. Now it is a dhyana yoga. The chapter that we are studying is dhyana yoga, chapter for meditation. So he is telling, for the man of meditation, wishing to attain purification of heart leading to concentration, work is said to be the way. This is very interesting. Shankaracharya giving a wonderful explanation on Bhagavad Gita. And Shankaracharya, he is denouncing karma. So we have to understand that, this subtle point. So what type of karma? Karma with desire. Karma is performed with a desire only. Now, just before the election, in our country particularly, I do not know anything about this, in our country, all the so-called leaders, they will go out and go to the different villages. Hey, what? Oh, you need road? Hey, make the road. You need this? Hey, do this. And they themselves will do so much of work. Sometimes they will cry, oh, my people are suffering, how can I sleep? All that they do only to get the vote. The day the result is announced, you won't be able to meet that man. So that is the problem. So that type of work is a bandha karana. That is the result for bondage. He will have to suffer after life. So this is obvious. But Shankaracharya is telling most of the Brahmins, They used to perform yajna, and with a particular purpose. I am going to do this. You know that famous yajna that Janmejaya performed to take the avenge of his father's death, as because the snake bite his father Parikshita, so the Janmejaya. What was the yajna? Sarpo Nidhana yajna. They were performing and that really, truly it was happening. Mantra Shakti is so powerful. Majority of the people, they like to learn the Indian religion. Why? To develop this type of power. They will go, they will grow the hair and then grow their beard. They will go on smoking the hemp and they will be living like that. So many things they will do. Ask them why you are doing it. The meditation. What type of meditation? Yoga. The word always they use. What is the yoga? Power. The moment a little power they will get, immediately they will write a book and then they will have many disciples and people will also. So this is the yoga. That's why Gita should be read with open eye and in the light of Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda. Because in the modern time, they are the best explanation in their life, in their words. This Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda explaining this. This is the third, that yoga rudasya tasyaiva shama karanam uchyate. Now the fourth, yada hi nendriyarteshu na karma anusajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudhastad uchyate. Yoga rudha, he is truly the yogi who is not having any desire. And when you are not having any desire, desire not in the body, desire in the mind only. When the mind is free from all desire, what the mind will do? Go to the base. Go to the root. And what is the root? God. So this is in a very scientific way. So what you should do to get that meditation, you have to give up your all desires. Then only it is possible. One lady came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and with a great hesitation she told, Sir, I cannot meditate on Sri Krishna. You asked me to meditate on Sri Krishna. I am so sorry, I cannot. Why? What is the problem? The moment I tried to meditate, close my eyes and to see the Krishna, I see the nephew whom I so much loved. I loved my nephew so much. That little boy will come up before me instead of Sri Krishna. What I will do? What Sri Ramakrishna's advice? Meditate on your nephew. So forget other thing and put your mind on one thing, that is meditation. Some of the scientists, they are constantly thinking about only one particular thing, unless and their whole mind on that. And after the discovery, they are so happy. Only problem, after the discovery, when they come out of that yoga yukta condition, they become worldly. Why? Because the whole source is worldly. They will go and publish it in the magazines and they are going for the copyright and this and that. That life is totally different. But the way, the process they discovered is the yoga. And similarly, the same process, if you develop on God, what will become? God. Because you don't have any desire, your mind is free from desire, and the desire only related with the worldly things. When it is not like that, then your mind goes back to the base, that is purity. And on the fifth it says, Urdharet Atmana Atmanam Natma Abhasadayet Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu. Atmaiva Ripu Atmana. This is a great verse of the Gita. So you are of your own. You have to. You can make yourself, you can mar yourself. One of our senior Swamiji used to always say. So in Ramakrishna mission, if you become a monk, there are both opportunities. You can destroy yourself and you can make yourself as a good monk. When we come to become a monk, we are not monks. We like to become monks. So we come and then they say, fasting, shave your head. Why? Because the hair is most important for any human being. Even if you say that people all the time using the comb and whatever the hair are left, they are trying to make it nicely. That always goes like that. Me too. So that's why I am covering the head all the time. So this is, it goes in that way. So beauty consciousness, live it. So that way slowly, then sometimes they are appreciated, sometimes they are criticized, they will see how you are behaving. So if you are constantly hankering for the appreciation, then you are not good for the monks. So all those, so many other different things are there going on. So who is your friend then? In a monastic organization, who is your friend? We say God, but we don't see God. We can't talk to God. It's only a picture or an image or maybe a symbol. You are your own friend and there is no one else. Urdharet Atmana Atmanam. You have to fight yourself. I have to make my, because I have left my heart and home. I have left all those things. I should go constantly on these high moral values and no compromise. I am not going to do any compromise with this. The rich people are coming and appreciating you and doing this, and slowly you go towards the rich people, or the accomplished politicians, if they come and touch your feet and all, you say, oh, I am having this man under me. No, nothing, not at all. Urdharit Atmana Atmanam is applicable for both. Suppose you want the worldly prosperity, same way. So those students who like to get the good marks, no, I should read and I should read. These are the time I am going to study. I am going to study. Nothing like other way. That way you will study. That way you will. I met one gentleman, now he is a scientist. So he was telling that his father passed away, mother was a maid servant in somebody's house, 2-3 houses. In our India they go, so part-time job, going and cleaning and cooking like that. Our mother was working for the whole day, evening she is to come back. This boy is to go to a local government school, the corporation school they used to say. And in that he is to study and come back. No light, so mother is cooking and their shade was on the pavement, on the footpath. So they used to live like that under the plastic. So we have seen in our country how the poor people they live. The mother and the son they used to live like that. From there, and taking the help of the street light, and truly, one after another exam he passed. His teachers took interest in him. You are so brilliant. We should help you so that you can bring good names for our school. And like that, all the teachers, they started collecting money to show the class 10 and the 12, then he went to the college. And one after another help started coming. Ultimately, he became a scientist. And his name is Poltu. He lives somewhere in America. When I met him in India, and I told Poltu, this must be, that sometimes the mothers affectionately call this type of name. So what is your original name? No, Swami, this is my name. And I don't like to use my surname because people should know I am only Paltu of the street. I don't have any other, because I don't know my father. My mother was poor lady, she passed away. I have no one in this world. So only thing, I came from that particular position, I don't like to forget. Like that. So if you are Urdharet Atmana Atmana, majority of the urchins, majority of the young people who are born and grew up in that situation, how they become? All thugs and the muscle people, and then one day they'd all die. Majority of them. It's a wastage of human energy. But he became successful. How? Urdharet Atmana Atmanam. His mother used to tell him, son, can you please take me someday when you become doctor or engineer? Most of the ladies, the ordinary mother, they only think about the doctors and engineers. You become a doctor or an engineer, on those houses, I like to live in that type of apartment. Can you purchase an apartment for me? That was his inspiration. I have to purchase an apartment for my mother. Look at it. Urdharet Atmana Atmanam. And he was going on encouraging, I must have to, because I have promised to my mother. Of course, he was in tears because he could not. Now he has so much property here and also in country, in India, but he could not give it to the mother. Anyway, that is a different story. Urdharet Atmana Atmanam na Atma Abasadayet. Should not be dejected. Oh, nothing is going to happen to me. All people are against me, and these. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu. You should be friend with your own self. Atmaiva Ripu Atmana. Otherwise, your own mind will be your enemy. Ripu Atmana. So what is necessary? A discipline. You have to impose that discipline on you. And then only it is possible to develop, otherwise not. Now let us chant this from 6 to 10. I was thinking to explain that 10, I don't know. Let us try. Bandhuratma atmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jita anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahita shitasna sukhadukkeshu tatha man apamanayo jnana vijnana triptatma kutastha vijitendriya yukta ittuchyate yogi shama lushtashma kanchana suhit mitra udasina madhyastha desha bandhushu shwadhu sapi cha papeshu samabuddhi vishishvate yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthita ekaki yata chittatma nirashira parigraha. Aparigraha. This is the word, the aparigraha. They won't accept anything excess. That is the aparigraha. Whatever is necessary to maintain my body and my life, that much I should take. Unnecessarily is not that I should go on accepting these. No, not necessary. So aparigraha. Now they in the sixth it says that bandhur atma atmanastyasya enatma atmana jita. One who has already controlled his mind is his friend, because he is helping and always joyful, happy. Anatmanastu shatrutte vartita atmaiva shatruvat. But, and then for him who has conquered himself by this, but to the unconquered self, this self is inimical and behaves like an external foe. What is this? It says the mind only. I cannot sleep. I am suffering. I am in depression. I am suffering. What is all this? Who is telling this? Mind only. Where you are feeling this? In the mind only. Suppose you have developed that capacity that I am not supposed to feel like that. Why? I had so many good days in my life. Suppose I am 60, so many 69 years or 59 years I have enjoyed my life. Maybe 1 year I am little suffering. So shall I not think about the 59 years that I have enjoyed in my life, or should I only think about the few days, positive way? After the India and Pakistan, the division came, the one gentleman, he is from Pakistan, he came and settled in Delhi. Mostly the Punjabis, they came and settled. He was a very rich man in Pakistan. And in those days, in 30s, 40s, he was having a car. Can you imagine in those days having a car, motor vehicle? That means he was really very rich. And he used to help the Ramakrishna mission. We had a mission in Karachi, Pakistan. Afterwards we had to leave that and then we came back. Naturally we could not keep any touch with any devotee. Then slowly again in Delhi they were developing the contact with the Ramakrishna mission. So one day one of our Swamis who was in Karachi, now he was in Delhi, he was waiting to in the bus stand. A horse-drawn the carriage came and told, "Hey Swami, come, hop in." And then he looked at that man as a coachwan, as a driver of that. He is driving that horses. And he was taken aback. Such a rich man, now doing this? How come? You driving this like this? Oh yes. Those days God gave me the car, I drove. Nowadays God gave me these two horses, I am driving. So I am doing the same thing. Again and again, that Swami used to tell, so this is, always remember, God gave you so many other days, good days, you have enjoyed. Now a little bit of the taste is going on, that you should also bear happily. And he told, I earn that much money with which I can feed the horses, maintain this, what's called the cart, and my family. That's all. I am very happy. Huge palatial building he left over there in Karachi. Now in a small building he is living. Happy. This is the question. Suppose he is unhappy, suppose he is suffering, suppose he is going on crying, suppose he is begging money from others. Who is suffering? Not the society. He. So this is very, very important. I should know whether I should suffer or I should enjoy. So bandhuratma atmanastasya. I am not going to the explanation that the Shankara and others have given. Right from our own life, daily life, how this type of teaching can help us. This is very important. This is necessary. The self which has been controlled is a friend. not control, it's just like a foe. Jitatmana, the one who has controlled the Atma, the mind. Here the Atma means mind. So we have to remember, sometimes the word Atman has been used, same Atman, as a mind. Sometimes the Atman has been used as a soul. Sometimes as the Atman has been used as a Brahman. So you have to understand according to the situation, according to the context. And the Bengalis, the same word they use for both, for coming in and going out, same word. So confusing. Because if they say Ashbo, that means can I come in? Aschi, that means I am going out. So you have to understand according to the context, otherwise it will be very difficult. So Jitatmana Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha. This Atma means the mind here. The when it has been Jita, it has been conquered, controlled, what happened? Prashanta. His mind is tranquil, very Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha. How it becomes the Samahitaha? In Paramatma. As I was telling, if the mind is not going towards the external object, where it will go? No other things are there, no desires are there, no planning. Where it will go? It go to the root. So that always it happens, Paramatma Samahita. One lady came and she was telling, when I am very busy, Swamiji, working over here and there, then you say, and when there is no work, I give a call to my mother in India and talk, going to the base. So that means she is not engaged in any way. So I was thinking in this sloka, so when the mind is not occupied with other things, so what I will do? I go to the base. Now that the mother has passed away very recently, she is crying all the time, and so why? So with whom I will talk? It's not the mother has passed away. The question is, with whom I am going to talk? I told you talk with yourself, but not loudly. People will think. So this way, we have to constantly go inside and go on giving this idea. And that is the reason they call it Manasa Puja. It's a great thing for the Hindus. You quietly sit in one place, maybe on the chair, close your eyes and think that you are performing a puja. Your favorite god or goddess. You are just cleaning the place and placing that god, and then offering the food, burning the incense sticks, and ringing the bell, everything, but inside. Closing your eyes. Externally people don't understand. Your great joy. That is called Manasa Puja. That has been given to the devotees. They should slowly, slowly become friendly with this Manasa Puja, Jitatva. Then Shitasna Sukhadukkeshu. This is just giving the the Sita and Ushna at the time of the winter and at the time of summer, the same. No, it's not literally. That means when you are in difficulty and when you are in comfort, both in same. One boy joined new that recruit, and one day Calcutta summer, oh my God. So it is so hot. And suddenly someone saw he is sleeping on the terrace, on the open, and that too covering his body with the blanket. Hey, why you are doing like this? Shitoshna Dukha. Shitoshna is all right, now get up and go inside. Because that time the Swami who was looking after us, and he said, it is not, you should not take it literally. That is in a good or bad thing. When you are happy or unhappy, and every time your mind should be in God. Mana, apamana, the same way. I think we should stop now here, and next we will continue again. So let us chant the closing mantra, and we will. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namah. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat.